Pakt is back with a new lineup of bags, the Anywhere Collection. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the entire lineup. Also, the pre-order for these bags starts today. You can check the link in the description after this video if you're interested in picking anything up. Jumping right in though, this is the Anywhere Collection. Pakt originally wanted to make a lineup of bags that would be the perfect road trip and car travel luggage companions. Throughout that design process though, it seems like Pakt has developed a lineup that has become much more versatile than just road trip bags. There are 4 in total. You have a 5-liter sling, a 25-liter duffel, the 50-liter bag, and the 60 or 120-liter gear hauler. We're going to be taking a look at all of these individually throughout this video. I'm going to do my best to cover everything, but it seems like there's an endless list of things to talk about with all of these, so apologies in advance. I'm going to be missing a thing or two here. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if there's something that you want to know about these for the pre-order. I'll be happy to do my best to either forward on the question if I can't answer it, or I'll answer it myself. My initial impressions after about a month of testing and trying and checking these out, they have been excellent. I'm going to go over a few things that are going to be across the board for everything. The material that they used is that classic Pakt fabric. It is a recycled single-use plastic fabric called RPET, R-P-E-T. Feels great. It has a really great premium sort of thick, durable feel, and it is just that much better that it is a recycled material. That's something you can always depend on with Pakt. They really have the environment in mind when they design and manufacture their products. All the exterior zippers on all 4 bags are YKK, and they are all water resistant, with the 2 larger options having a full waterproof bottom on the bag. They're all designed to work really well together as one cohesive unit of luggage, but each individual item does have a lot going for it on its own just to use separately. So I'm going to clear these off the desk here and try and go from smallest to largest, covering everything I can about each bag. So starting off here, we have the 5-liter sling bag. I've been using this as my everyday carry sling for about a month, maybe a little bit longer at this point, and it has become one of my favorite slings that I've used. I absolutely love the shape of this. It is big enough to really carry a little bit more when you need to, but it's not going to be overly large and cumbersome if you don't want to carry much. So it really flattens out nice and small, but can surprisingly hold a lot. One of the things I really like to look for in a sling is the ability to hold my water bottle. I'm happy to report that my normal daily water bottle fits with ease. I've actually tried a few liter-sized water bottles as well, so you can actually fit a full liter of water in a 5-liter sling, which is awesome. Beyond that though, you have quite a lot going for this thing. You have lots of accessory handles just to be able to grab this quickly. You do have the shoulder strap here, but one of the nice things with the shoulder strap, especially in the context of this travel luggage, this unclips and can actually just tuck right in and get out of your way. You have the option to secure the shoulder strap on either side, so if you want to carry it this way or this way, it's going to work perfectly fine, and I really like the ease of doing this. A lot of times if you have straps and things that tuck away, it can be a little cumbersome to reattach and unattach. This is a really great system. Tucks away easily, you're not going to have to fumble with it a bunch, and then it's just really easy to clip right back on and you're good to go to carry it right over your shoulder. There is quite a bit of organization inside of here. You have one exterior kind of quicker access pocket. This pouch runs the whole size of the sling and does have a bit of dimension and depth to it. You can see in the stitching there, so it is able to hold quite a lot. The zippers feel great on all of these bags too. You can always kind of depend on Pakt to see that quality across the board in everything that they're making. Opening up into the main compartment, one thing that was really great with this that I haven't seen in a lot of other bags, especially in this shape for the sling, you have these gussets on the side when you fully unzip the bag. So you're able to get like a full nice big zip out, so you can really easily access everything in there. But because you have those attachment points, you're not going to have stuff falling out. Now, a lot of times when you're carrying this, I like to be able to just fling it around to my chest and grab something out. So you can fully unzip this while you're wearing it, and you're not going to have stuff spilling out everywhere. You have a handful of different pouches and pockets in here. You have a little spot to put a pen if that's something that you do want to carry on a daily basis or while you're traveling. You have an elastic mesh pouch that's here, and then you have a magnetic pouch through here. And then you have one bigger magnetic pouch that holds through everything in here. This is quite spacious, and I like the organization. Being completely honest, it's a little over organized for my general style of things. But what's really good about that is it's not getting in the way if you want to use it a little simpler. I would always prefer to have a little bit extra if it's not getting in the way compared to not having enough organization and pockets in something. I really like the magnetic closures. They feel really great, and I know Pakt has done that with a lot of their pockets in their bags in the past, and it's one of my favorite things about them because it secures really easily, but you're not going to have to fumble with a lot of snaps or buttons or buckles or anything. It's just a really nice, seamless, satisfying sort of feel. On the opposite side, you have a nice little logo right in the center here. I'll try and show that on the overhead cam. And then you have a full mesh zippered pouch. This is really great if you're concerned about security when you're traveling. You can have kind of a zipper in a zipper for some of your more valuable items, makes it a lot harder to pickpocket. Just to show for the scale, here's that water bottle here. It fits in with ease. You know, it only takes up about half the capacity, if that. So you're able to store water bottle and plenty of other things in here comfortably. And when you have it kind of loaded out a little bit more, I have had some slings where you're gonna have issues and it's gonna feel a little bit more uncomfortable with how the weight's dispersed. This carries the weight really well when you carry it as that cross shoulder bag. And yeah, I've been really happy with this overall. Moving into the next bag, we have the 25-liter duffel. I really love this thing. It's really similar to the Pakt One in some ways, yet it is refined and a little bit more versatile and just a little bit cooler in a lot of other ways. I really like the size too. You know, a lot of the Pakt One and the Pakt Backpack both are a little bit large for my normal style of travel. This is definitely going to be a contender for me for, you know, shorter trips and just having, you know, a more compact carry that isn't a backpack. You know, a big duffel when it's loaded out can be a little bit cumbersome going through the airport. Now, this is something that's small enough and easy enough where it's not going to be a really big detriment to carry around and not have on your back. I really like the size of this and the scale of it. It's just a really great option for a lot of people, I think, especially lighter weight travelers like myself. The main intention behind this bag, though, is not actually for an overnight or a weekend bag. It's actually designed to be a middle seat companion bag when you're on the road, and I can definitely see why, and I absolutely love everything that they put into this beyond the simple basic duffel features. First up, you have two gigantic water bottle pockets on either side, and you can actually hold a couple of water bottles on each one, which is really great. Showing off a few here, you know, I have my 32-ounce hydro flask on this side. There's still actually ample room. You could probably fit a second water bottle over there. And over here, I have a little bit of a taller, slimmer liter bottle. And grabbing a third bottle here, you can see that both actually fit in there completely fine. So this is something you can put in the back middle seat of your car, easily be able to reach behind. You can have your water bottles, you can have snacks, you know, iPads, tech products, whatever you want. This would be a great family bag too, or if you're traveling in any sort of group, just all of that quick access stuff when you're on the road. And I had mentioned there was something special about the Sling when you use it with the other bags. This is a really cool feature if you're someone that doesn't like to do the cross carry. You can run the duffel handles through and you have a nice secured area to be able to keep this quick access sling. So you can carry everything all in one. It works a lot easier that way. You have kind of a few of the more familiar Pakt designs on the outside here. It's kind of an if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of setup. You have the magnetic big pocket here for any quick access items. I've always loved this on the Pakt One. It's great that they did not change it because I really do enjoy it. And then you have the two zippered pockets here, all of which can hold quite a bit, and it's just really convenient to have those sort of quick access side items. Flipping around the other side here, you have another big magnetic opening that can carry quite a lot, you know, if you want to throw in a light jacket or something like that. And then you have one big zippered compartment here. So lots of good exterior organization on these, and it's nice to see all of the great stuff from the Pakt One being translated and refined into these newer bags. Opening it up here, you can see how well this sits vertically on its own. It has a good amount of structure to it, even though it is still a soft, pliable bag. you know, it's able to sit upright. Like I said, they designed this to kind of sit in that back middle seat and carry all of the things that you need. You have a U-shaped zipper on the top, which is really handy because you can kind of tuck that in and leave it as an open compartment. Again, quick access, quick grab type of items to go in here. As you can see, there is actually a divider option in here, which is really clever. It just snaps in place. So if you do want to have, you know, separate compartments for different people in the car, you can do that. But if you don't, you can actually just kind of secure this back to the side like it never existed. And then you have one big kind of cavernous duffel space to store whatever you'd like inside. You have a handful of different pockets. You know, on this side you have two sort of half pockets. One of them is a zippered mesh pocket you can see in the overhead there. And then on this side, you do have the option to fit a 16-inch laptop in here. So if you do want to carry this with your tech or as an overnight bag with your laptop, you can fit up to a 16-inch laptop here. And then you have a second flap here that's designed, you know, for a Kindle or an iPad or something like that. That's actually it for the internal storage and organization. Just really simple, lots of great options for this size. Really looking forward to using this one further. Up next, we have what they've dubbed the 50 liter. It's almost as if the Pakt One and the Pakt backpack had a baby, and that baby was given a bunch of growth hormones to be bigger than both of them. That is the vibe that I get from this thing, because you get a lot of the benefits and the features of the original Pakt One and the Pakt backpack, but you actually get a little bit more capacity and just a little bit more refinement. You have those external pockets on the outside here that I have really grown to love. And on this side, you don't have any pockets, and that is because it converts into a backpack. Let me pull out these straps. You have two loops on either end here, and all you need to do is clip these on. And if you can see these close up, they will actually be a little bit different in the final production models. They did make a note to let me know. I'm not sure what they're gonna end up with, but I trust that it will be great. So just a really quick conversion and you have a gigantic 50-liter backpack. To be honest, I always get a little hesitant when bags decide to do this because I think it's really easy to do it wrong. I think sometimes it can be a little bit more trouble than it's worth to be able to pack and put away straps, and a lot of times the straps really feel like an afterthought, where it's definitely, you know, 90% duffel and 10% backpack in some of the others I've tested and seen out on the market. This is surprisingly full-featured as a backpack, and the whole setup of taking these down and tucking them away is really seamless and a lot easier than you might be accustomed to in other options. I was really pleasantly surprised when I tested it out. That's it for the exterior features. Just like the 25 liter, you are able to put that 5-liter sling right on the top of this and secure it with the handles. Opening up the main compartment here, you get that classic, you know, fold out luggage style opening where you have two sides here. Let me open up this one. I did load this out with some packing cubes. You have plenty of space here to actually fit a third if anyone is looking for scale on these. This is the big and small packed packing cubes. I could definitely see fitting two of the smalls and the large in one of these sides for anyone wondering the scale. There isn't a dedicated laptop compartment in the 50-liter duffel, but you do have this center pocket here which will hold it with ease, and then your luggage will kind of pad and secure it in the center of the bag. On this side you have mesh pockets just for quicker access items, and then you can unzip and you get the full length of the other side. The dimensions and depth are going to be equal on both. I just have my little toiletry kit and the coffee kit on this side. You have more mesh pockets on the inside of this here, and one of the favorite things I love about this new design is you can roll away this center piece, and then you have these little elastic straps that are able to affix. You can roll up all of the dividing compartments and just kind of get those out of the way if you want one big cavernous 50-liter duffel or backpack. I really love that they decided to do this. You have one zipper on the top that can just kind of unload and fold out here, so you have just one big cavernous hole to fit whatever you might want in here. This thing is really gigantic. So if you're looking for, a big indefinite travel sort of bag, or if you're going camping or something, like I'm going to be taking these in a couple of days after recording this, you have just one big compartment, so you can kind of just toss in everything that you need, and you have room to spare. You can throw it over your back if you want, or you can carry it just like a classic duffel. One last feature here that is really great, you have these hidden accessory straps that are just kind of really neatly tucked away in the creases of the top of the bag. So you're able to just buckle these in. You can fit, camera tripods, yoga mat, all sorts of stuff with these accessory straps here. So really great addition without adding any extra clutter to the outside of the bag. I always love when the designs can add extra function but still keep that clean aesthetic, because if you don't want to use these all the time, you don't want to have extra dangly bits all over the outside of your bag. So I really love how they implemented the accessory straps in here, and they've worked really well, and you can really get a big item on the top here if you want. That's it for the 50-liter bag. Moving on to the gigantic bag. This has been dubbed as the gear hauler. You can use this as an open 60-liter tote, as I have it here, or you can take this gigantic thing that I can't even fit in the frame anymore. So you have this gigantic top part here, and you can really load this thing up and zip it closed up to 120 liters. When they announced that they were going to be doing this, I got really excited. I've been doing a ton of camping, and when I'm not backpacking, I do a lot of car camping, and this has just been really great to throw some stuff in and just have a big bag to dump all of your camping supplies in. A lot of people too that I've talked to have been using this as a grocery hauler, in the trunk of your car. There's a ton that you can do with a setup like this, and I think they implemented it really well. There's not much to this thing to talk about in terms of organization or anything, but they definitely got all of the fine details that you'd want down. You have handles on all sides. They also reinforce the bottom here with a little bit of a thicker fabric, and they have actually put a waterproof coating on the exterior of the fabric as well as the interior, like they do on the rest of the lineup. Now, if you're into sports or have kids that play sports and want to just toss everything in the back of your car, I haven't seen a lot of things that are similar to this on the market. So it's really great to see that they have this whole setup. It's going to work really well for car travel and just convenience when you're packing up all of your random stuff. I absolutely just can't get enough of this thing. So that's it for the Anywhere collection. Be sure to check the link in the description if you want to pre-order anything. Pre-orders are live starting today, and I do believe they're giving out some discounts for the early birds and anyone that wants to pick it up while it's still in pre-order. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff I missed talking about all of these bags, so be sure to leave your questions down in the comments. If I'm not able to answer it, I can definitely reach out and speak with Pakt directly to try and get any of your questions answered. Huge thanks to Pakt for sponsoring this video and for sending these out for me to try. I'm always really happy to support companies like Pakt that really make an effort to be more environmentally conscious with their design and manufacturing and distribution efforts. Be sure to check out the pre-order page if any of this interests you. Be sure to leave any questions down below. I will do my best to answer all of them or find answers for you if I don't know them. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next one.